Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Axel jam si Wave.
Yo, apply. Yo, luta do de. Luta mo nulo jël moto nga andil ma xaalis. Hello?
Bisul mu fine.
What?
Bisul mu fine.
Oh, yes!
Wave Axina Gambia. Deposit and withdraw money, pay bills and buy mobile credit without fees. Transfer money wherever in the country for only 1% fee. At Wave. Bisul mu fine? Wave. Your money is yours.
It's coffee time with Peter Gomez on Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025. It's 9 o'clock in the morning in the Gambia. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the program. Now, unless you've been living on a different planet these past few days, you'll have heard that Standard Chartered Bank, the Gambia, is no more. It's been taken over by Access Bank. And today we are here to answer all your questions about the takeover, and we're joined by none other than the Chief Executive Officer of Access, Mr. Stephen Aban, accompanied by two lieutenants who will be introduced later. Mr. Aban, thank you very much for coming to West Coast Radio.
Thank you so much, Peter. Nice meeting you.
Fantastic. Great meeting you as well. Give us a background to this takeover. There's been a lot of talk, in some quarters, unease about news that Access has taken over Standard. As you know, Standard has been the oldest bank in this country, and with longevity comes trust.
Thank you so much, Peter, and a very good morning to our precious listeners and to the entire Gambian citizens. We appreciate the opportunity to reach out to you. Yes, you're right. Standard Chartered Bank has been around for over 130 years. Really, I'm sure you and I were nowhere.
Absolutely.
So after all these years, I mean, there have been a lot of loyalty. They've impacted the economy, the country. They've impacted so many lives. So taking over Standard Chartered Bank comes with a lot of emotions, a lot of attachment. So it hasn't been easy, I know, for many people. But this morning, I'd like to assure everybody that Standard Chartered Bank didn't just leave and abandon people like that. They went through a lot of processes in ensuring that the ones that they are handing over to are capable to carry on from where they are living. So every customer of Standard Chartered Bank, and even the prospective ones that are coming, I'm here to assure everybody that we are all in a very safe hands.
And assuring people probably starts with people knowing about, this new entity that has taken over this old and trusted institution called Standard Chartered. So what's the story of Access Bank, the evolution of Access Bank, especially in the Gambia over the years?
Thank you so much, Peter. Yes, Access Bank is not as old as Standard Chartered Bank, but we've also been around.
Well, now it has that opportunity.
Yes.
To exist for, in excess of 300
years. We are
years.
here forever. We are here forever. So Access Bank started in Nigeria, a very small bank then, around 1989. At that time, the bank was 65th position out of 89 banks in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
So that rank wasn't a good one, actually. I'm sure if your child comes from school and say, I'm 65th out of 89, you won't be happy. But the bank started with a very great vision. So every 5 years, we did medium-term strategy. And we set very, very aggressive milestones. And I'm happy to say all those milestones have been broken. Now, as we speak, the bank is the largest bank in Nigeria, commanding over 65 million customers across the globe. Apart from that, we are the largest bank, 10th largest bank in Africa. So if you're looking at big banks in Africa, the top 10, Access Bank is part of it. So we are very proud of that achievement. We've achieved a lot. If the time will not allow us to go through the various milestones, we've chalked a lot of firsts in many areas. Coming to Gambia,
Yes.
and I say this with a lot of passion and pride. Gambia is actually the firstborn of the Access Bank expansion journey.
Outside Nigeria, you established first in the Gambia.
First in the Gambia. So this you tell all Gambians the thought and the love that Access Bank has and the plans Access Bank has for Gambia. We didn't go anywhere. Gambia was the first place to locate a bank in 2006. Very small bank then. Over the years, we struggled in coming up. But we are out now, very out now, very okay now. As we speak, Access Bank, before this merger, we had 7 branches with 11 ATMs. With this combined entity, both Access and Standard Chartered Bank coming together, we're commanding over 22 ATMs across the country. And more are coming. The plan is to make sure banking is accessible, available to anybody, anytime. So we're doing a lot. We're commanding over $163 million in total asset, bigger balance sheet to help facilitate transactions. Branch network, we have 11 branches across the nation, and more will be coming very soon. So this merger has made Access Bank the 4th largest bank. So if you're looking at the top 4 big banks in the Gambia, Access Bank is one of them. We are bigger, we are better, and we are promising more.
Fantastic. So apart from maybe expanding your branch network and ATM count, what other motivation, was there for this acquisition? What led you to want to take over Standard Chartered?
Thank you so much. So Access Bank, we are very strategic. And the bank, our vision is to be the world's most respected African bank. So if you go anywhere in New York, in Beijing, anywhere that you're looking for a bank that is of an African origin, that can compete globally, it has to be Access Bank. Because we believe that Africa must have an African solution to our problems. So we are building a bank that will provide the gateway between Africa and the rest of the world. So we are building we have very strong technology platform. We have very strong payment gateway platform. So we've done all these intentionally to facilitate trade between Africa and the rest of the world. We're doing this acquisition not only in the Gambia. It's part of our global expansion plan. So as we speak, we operating across 24 global markets, out of which 16 are in Africa. So in this acquisition, we were lucky to have 5 in 1. So when Standard Chartered Bank decided to de-emphasize presence across a few countries, 5 were available in Africa. So we had Sierra Leone, which was done somewhere late last year. We had Angola, which has been done successfully. Gambia, we just finished, and we are going through the final phase. Then after Gambia, Tanzania is on next week. After Tanzania, Cameroon. So we are adding 5 onto our bouquet of presence across Africa. We are doing this one just to make sure banking is available to every African, wherever you are. And the plan is to even spread more.
Okay, so you've just outlined, how the acquisition of Standard Chartered aligns with your Pan-African strategy, Access Bank's Pan-African strategy.
Correct.
Coming back home in the Gambia, how does this acquisition impact, your market share in this country?
Thank you, Peter. So, like I said, we are now among the top 4 banks in the Gambia. But beyond the rankings, we are coming up, or this acquisition has enabled us to deploy platforms that are going to serve the customers better. So you'll be very happy to note that yesterday, being the first operation day 1, across the branches, customers were excited about our mobile app downloading it. And I had a customer in front of me. Within 3 minutes, he was able to self-onboard successfully without any intervention. So that is part of what we are promising. So both our retail customers and the corporate customers, we have solutions for everybody. So for the retail, the mobile app is working very well. We have cards that work locally and internationally across all platforms. You can use it for all your online payment. We have USSD platform that you don't even need data to enable you to use it. When we move to and even within the retail, we have a lot of product, credit product, Empower salary loan product for employees. We also have very robust solution for SMEs. We are the bank for the SMEs. SMEs, we believe, constitute a critical mass of the economy. So we have solutions for them, both liability solutions. We have risk asset solution for them, and we supported many. We have a product that we call Instant Business Loan. That product, you don't even need collateral.
You don't?
Yes. We believe collateral has been a major challenge for many. So startup, or you've run your company for a few months, we look at your stock. On the back of that, we advance with minimal documentation. So that is what we're promising. We are also a bank for the bank for women in the Gambia. We have a lot of solutions for women. We are quite gender sensitive, and at times we are a bit partial. So women, Gambian women, this is your bank. This is your bank. We're doing we come up with a lot of capacity building programs, networking programs, help create market. So if we're commanding over 65 million customer base, part of the plan is to make sure we can expose all these 65 million to all our customers in the Gambia. So you have the market to sell your product. And we'll do a lot more engagement in that vein. If I shift briefly to the corporate end, we have deployed what we call Pramos Plus. I know SCB had a very stable platform called S2B. Customers love it. On the back of that, we have deployed an equally good platform called Pramos Plus. That Pramos Plus enables you to transact globally wherever you are. It's a work-through platform that enables you to transact everything you need to do banking. Very secured, very stable. So we have started onboarding all our former SCB customers onto the platform, and the feedback has been good so far. Thank you.
Fantastic. We're talking to Mr. Stephen Aban of Access Bank, Group CEO of Access Bank and what was formerly Standard Chartered Gambia Limited. I was with my friend over the weekend when he received an alert about his bank details, and he hadn't done any transactions with Standard Chartered over a long time. So he, at one point, thought that he had lost the account. So when he saw the account, he asked me whether I knew anything about it, whether this was part of the fake news or whatever. And I said, well, it may not be a trap. Standard has just been acquired by Access Bank, and maybe as part of the, new management, they are trying to lure old customers back. Now that Access has taken over, what happens to the accounts of customers, old customers of Standard Chartered who may not have done business over a long time? In other words, are there going to be changes to customer accounts that you've now taken over?
Thank you so much, Peter. So the beautiful thing is that we've worked quite seriously with the management of Standard Chartered Bank to make sure this transition is very smooth. So one promise we have for all customers of SY Standard Chartered Bank is that nothing changes. Your account details remain the same. So you are now an Access Bank customer, and you just continue with your account details. Nothing changes.
Fantastic. And what about, bank books, checkbooks and whatever? The old Standard Chartered, bank books are going to be honored?
So if you've already issued checks, don't worry, the checks will all be routed through Access Bank, and they'll be treated. But what we've also done, we printed checkbooks for all our former Standard Chartered Bank customers. So all your checkbooks are ready. Walk into any Access Bank branch. And I'm happy to say now the former Standard Chartered Bank branches are now Access Bank branches. So walk into any of them, the 11 branches across the nation, your checkbook will be there for you to pick it up. Apart from that, we also printed all the cards, ATM cards.
Okay.
So according to you, where you bank, your branches, walk in there, your card is ready. Through a very short process, you'll be issued your card. You walk in, once you get your card, you walk into an ATM and just Access Bank ATM and the former Standard Chartered Bank ATMs, which have now all been branded as Access Bank. You're able to change your PIN and you go.
Okay, so bank cards have to be changed.
Bank card have been changed. They have been changed. So
Okay.
new cards have been printed for you, for all the customers. So all you need to do is just to go to the branch, pick up your card, change your PIN, and you continue with your transaction.
I spoke about this, SMS alert that my friend received on his phone. How are you communicating further with, customers of the erstwhile Standard Chartered Bank?
Thank you so much. So maybe I'll let my colleague Mustafa.
At this case, let's introduce the other members of Mr. Aban's team. Mustafa.
Yes, good morning, Peter.
Yeah, the last time you were here,
Peter, yes.
Last time you were here, you were selling sheep.
Yes, I was. But I did mention that I was a banker as well.
You
today
did.
I come wearing a different hat.
Absolutely.
Yes, so good morning to you and good morning to all your listeners here in the Gambia and in the diaspora as well, and all your viewers on YouTube. Thank you very much for this invitation. I think our CEO, Mr. Stephen Aban, has obviously shed light on a lot of changes that are happening, all for the greater good of the clients of Standard Chartered and Access Bank. I think now we're one big family. The communication has been very effective prior to us coming together from the 13th of June, which was last Friday. There has been emails that has been sent out to all the clients. So we ensured that everybody received an email alert that will inform them about the changes that are happening. And also where we can call, we did call to let them know that the cards are ready and it can be picked up from the branch. There has been some branch communications as well. Once the customers walk into the branch, they have the information ready. So these are the different platforms that we've used to ensure that the clients or the customers are aware of the changes that have happened.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's introduce the lady. Actually, we have broken with protocol. They usually say ladies first. We should have introduced the lady first, but we're very sorry. Please introduce yourself and tell us what role you plan to play this morning.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Gambia. Good morning, the world at large. My name is Katijata.
Kati. Okay. We
Yes,
were communicating the whole of yesterday.
We were communicating the whole of yesterday.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
Here I come today. So thank you very much once again for this opportunity. Okay, Mustafa has delved a bit on the channels we're using for communication.
Communication, yes. I was about to ask, what about,
Yes.
the
in addition, in addition to what he has said,
Yeah.
we also use social media a lot. SMS alerts, as you rightly said, customers have been receiving alerts. In branch notices, we also engage customers directly. Mustafa can attest to the fact that the two institutions, former two institutions, now we are one, have in the past few weeks been doing joint customer calls, introducing Access Bank to the former Standard Chartered customers. So a lot of that has been done. And we continue the engagement on all these platforms as well as in branch. Thank you.
Mr. Aban, I'll have to come back to you. Bank takeovers don't just happen overnight. How complex were the negotiations, especially given a strict regulator like the Central Bank of the Gambia?
Thank you so much, Peter. It's been one of the toughest. And I say a big thank you to the Honorable Governor of the Central Bank and his team. We've done acquisitions all over the world. But Gambia, we have learned a lot also. I mean, they took us through stringent processes. So at the end of the day, we've come out a better entity, which I believe the experience will continue to help us, because as bank we like acquiring, and we are doing many acquisitions. So really, the honorable governor, the deputy governors, and the team, director of banking supervision, they've been very helpful. The process itself was very thorough, very stringent. Standard Chartered Bank, like I said, we not just want to leave all this legacy for anybody. So they went through a lot of, the bidding process was tough. A lot of banks, a lot of entities bidded. By the end of the day, Access Bank, having done this over the years and having come out very successfully, we ended up becoming the lucky winners. Obviously, part of the consideration was the package that Access Bank has for the Gambians, the package and the plan to continue with the legacy of SCB. So it was tough, but we have emerged victorious.
Well, earlier on you spoke about plans to, introduce new products, and I suppose that's all to benefit the clients. In what other way or ways do you plan to benefit, the customers of this now expanded Access Bank?
Thank you so much. Yes, so Access Bank, what we are promising is more. We do more than banking, because we believe banking is not just to make money. Banking should impact the society, should impact the community. So we practice sustainable banking. And we do that by impacting, like I said, the community. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of social intervention projects that we've been doing across the group. And even in Gambia, we've been doing a lot of those social intervention projects. Last year, for instance, it was one of my best moments in the country, where we went to Lamin, okay, and I realized that Gambia really survives on River Gambia, and that River Gambia must be protected. So, and the part of the protection is how the mangroves are preserved.
Of course.
So we went ahead to plant about 45,000 mangroves.
Oh, wow.
All the staff were together in our T-shirt. We joined the communities in the planting together with the Ministry for Environment, and it was very successful. This is part of what we want to continue to do. Mm-hmm. Besides that, we've been doing a lot of intervention across major sectors, the health sector, education sector. About 3 months ago, we launched an initiative with the SOS Children Village. And that initiative we are very passionate about, and making sure we help the less privileged to be well established. Across health sector, we're doing a lot of initiative on cancer and many other interventions that we are doing. So we are promising more than banking, more than just taking your money and giving out loans. We want to impact society, and that is what we'll continue to do.
Fantastic. The young people will be listening, and in a country predominantly, youthful, but also, plagued by employment issues, what can you promise the young people of this country?
Hello, my young, beautiful young guys in the Gambia. Access Bank is your bank. We have very good product solutions, initiatives for the youth. We have a whole team for youth banking. And what we do is to drive financial literacy. Some of us were not lucky when we were growing up. We didn't even know what making money is all about. So what we're doing is going around the campuses, partnering the institutions to carry out financial literacy programs. Apart from that, we also support some of the institutions, partnering the SRC on some of their initiatives, some of their projects, to make sure we are closer to them. I'm also very happy to see that Access Bank is, if not the only bank in the institution in the country that really thinks very well about the youth. When you graduate as a fresh graduate, we give you the opportunity to write an entrance exams. If you pass the entrance exams, we send you to our Access School of Excellence, which is located in Nigeria. That school welcomes candidates from across Africa. We will spend about 6 months training. The course is 100% covered by Access Bank. Before they depart, I normally would interact with them. Most of them, this is the first time they are even traveling outside the country. And you see the joy on their faces, is great. They come back and they are fully integrated into the bank and start building their career. And they are doing very, very well. So that we will continue to do, signing MOUs with various institutions. So the best performing students, we put them together, give them the opportunity to participate in this very creative initiative that we're working on.
For a bank that only started in the late 80s, you have an ability to not only survive but thrive even in saturated markets like the Gambia. People say, well, the Gambia is oversubscribed, you know, when it comes to banking. What's your secret?
Well, I don't believe that the Gambia is over-saturated, because the Gambians deserve better. And I would like to also commend all my fellow MDs and the banks in the Gambia. We are playing a very crucial role in the country, offering financial intermediation, working together with the central bank, working together with the government to make sure we create access to finance for all Gambians. Remember, the central bank launched the financial inclusion strategy about a year or two ago. It was a very great initiative, and we buy fully into that. So the secret for us is to drive financial inclusion. And through that, we have been able to impact many ageless. So we have what we call segment banking. So the child, we have a product for you. If you are a youth student, we have a product for you. If you start working, we have a product for you, all the way to when you even go on pension. So we have segmented our product and solutions to meet every age category. So I don't think we are saturated. I think we even need to do more to reach out to many more, to bring banking closer, leveraging on digital solutions, leveraging on the devices that customers, Gambians already have, to offer banking services to everybody. And we'll do more.
How large do you want to become one day? I mean, you've taken over Standard Chartered. Who's your next target?
Our next target is to bank every Gambian. So the plan is just we target to bank every Gambian, to make banking affordable, banking convenient for every Gambian. So that is our target. And as you do that, if God put us to number one, we are very happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Earlier on, you described your kind of banking as sustainable banking. You also have what are known as the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, one of which is, climate preservation, climate-related work. Does Axis Bank in the Gambia support the Gambia's climate strategy, and if yes, how?
Thank you, Peter. I'm very happy about this question, because this is one of our core pillars across the Access nation. Globally, we are championing sustainability, and we have won many accolades. If you walk to any of our branches, okay, the former Access Bank only branches, you see we have some green boxes. We have labeled them accordingly for waste. Okay, so we are also partnered with an agency to make sure the waste are separated and they are recycled. That is just the first level. All our banking halls are accessible, disability accessible. Apart from that, we have also partnered with some energy service providers to roll out solutions, loan packages, flexible repayment structure, to roll out green lending. We believe Gambia, with all this beautiful sun that we are enjoying, there's no need still burning the environment through the hard fuels. So we are sponsoring of financing solar-powered initiatives.
That's the green lending thing.
Green lending.
Okay.
So we are not limiting it to corporate individuals, maybe your home. You want to be your own network. We can help you to facilitate that. Just to also ease the burden on network. That is individuals, SMEs, larger corporate, hotels. We have packages for everybody, and we are going to do that. By extending it, we are even going to also begin discussion with the government to see how we can partner the government. They've done well so far, are very, very, very impressive. How can we partner to scale to the next phase to make Gambia very green? Thank you.
And what about farmers, especially those who live off the grid, at a time when people are saying for agriculture to be sustainable, we have to mechanize?
Thank you so much. So that is very, very key because in the Gambia, farming, agriculture constitute very critical part of our GDP, and we need to support them. So we have a desk, agric desk, that looks after farmers, and that package, we cannot put it to the larger pool because we need to understand them, and I will do more for them. Already we started doing some. We have already extended financing to some farms, poultry and crop farming, and we're going to continue to do more.
There's obviously, a keen interest in this conversation. Got a few, questions coming in already. Anything you'd like to address that I haven't brought up, in my line of questioning before maybe I bring you the first of the questions that we have for you?
Thank you so much, Peter. For us at Access Bank, we are very happy and very excited about this great history that we are making together. Together with our colleagues who were formerly with Access Bank, with Standard Chartered Bank, we have come together as a combined entity. And the plan is to impact the country. The plan is to impact lives. So if you see any Access Bank signage, what should come to your mind is an entity that is ready to impact lives. Let's work together, approach us, come up with your suggestions, and let's see how we can help better the lives of the average Gambian.
Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Excellent jam, Wave.
Yo, apply. Yo, luta do dede. Luta mënuloo jël moto nga andil ma xaalis. Hello?
Busel mu fine.
What?
Busel mu fine.
Oh, yes!
Wave Axina Gambia. Deposit and withdraw money, pay bills and buy mobile credit without fees. Transfer money wherever in the country for only 1% fee. At Wave. Busel mu fine? Wave. Your money is yours.
Mr. Stephen Aban is with us this morning on the program. It's Coffee Time with Peter Gomez, and we're talking about Access Bank, who have just taken over Standard Chartered Bank. Let's bring you the first question we have here. God bless you, Mr. Stephen Aban. This is Madeline D.L. Mendy. My questions are, how do you intend to maintain job roles of different employees from Standard Chartered Bank with their same positions, looking at the differentiation of the structures of the two banks? Are our positions secured? Are benefits like fuel coupons, telephone allowances, and teller incentives maintained? This is, a question from an insider.
Okay. Thank you so much, my dear colleague. What I can tell you and assure you is that nothing changes. So let's just keep doing it together. Nothing changes. Whatever you were enjoying at the SCB continues. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Can they shed light on edgy Standard Bank workers fearing retrenchment, buyouts, or ultimate firing wherever takeovers happen? Did they settle with court and CBG injunction on SCB employees, especially old guard? Some questions may be uncomfortable, but that's the whole point of coming here, to allay the fears, of people.
Thank you very much, my dear listener. I would assure you that we are not going to retrench anybody. The package is to welcome everybody. There is work for everybody, and everybody will be very engaged to make sure we go through the process, and everybody will be sorted. That's what I always say. So no cause for alarm at all. With respect to the court and all those things, I wouldn't want to go into that.
Okay, of course.
It's in the hands of more competent people. Thank you.
A question from somebody living outside the country. Good afternoon. Well, from my end, Brother Peter, I have been a customer of Standard Chartered for over 3 decades. Unfortunately, the closure of SCB is real. How can people like myself get their banking cards? Do we have to pay for the postage, DHL or new cards, if you are to post them?
Thank you very much, my dear customer. I appreciate your loyalty. I mean, decades, really. And what I can assure you of is that banking experience will continue. So there's an arrangement to courier your card to you. Your card is already ready. It's been printed, so we've sent notices to you. If you haven't received it, please reach out. So we go through the processes. We also want to make sure we are able to do the verification properly, so we don't send customers' cards to wrong addresses. So that is what we're doing now. But just rest assured that your card will be couriered to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
What's the position of erstwhile local private shareholders of Standard Chartered Bank in the purchase process?
Thank you very much, my dear shareholder. That process has just started. What I can assure you is that nobody will be worse off. We welcome everybody to come on board into this combined entity. An arrangement have already started. The merger process is will take a couple of months to complete, and once that is sorted, everything will be clarified. But what I can assure you is that we open constant communication with all of you to keep you posted on the various developments.
And a young lady entrepreneur is saying, what do they have for entrepreneurs?
We have more than banking for entrepreneurs. Like I just said, we have a unique product for entrepreneurs. You don't need to go and bring landed property to get some soft loans. Apart from that, we are also going to facilitate market opportunities for you, networking opportunities for you. So entrepreneurs, this is your bank, and more are already coming.
I'm a Standard Chartered Bank customer. My ATM card expired since last year. What's the latest update?
Thank you very much, my dear customer. Your new card would have been printed by now. So just walk to your branch, the branch that you are domiciled in, walk in there, they will just verify you, and your new card will be handed over to you.
Hello, Uncle Peter. Can you please ask how much loan Access Bank gives to someone earning $18,000 and what's the interest rate?
Interested. My dear customer, we have loans for all workers. So what you need to do is just approach your relationship manager. They will take you through the process. You fill the necessary forms, and the processes will just be completed for you. It doesn't take time at all. I'm sure once all documentations are complete, within 48 hours max, your loan will be disbursed. As to the amount you will be entitled to, we also want to make sure that in spite of the loan, at the end of the month, you are still able to take something home.
Absolutely.
So we wouldn't want to give you 100%, but at least about between 40 and 50%, you'll be able to have access to it and pay over 4 years, or at times even 5 years.
Oh, wow. Very good. Good morning, Uncle Peter and your guest. Can you please ask the MD why I shouldn't be worried banking with SCB and now acquired by Access Bank? Thank you. And this is from a guy called Fakeba.
Yes, my dear customer, don't be worried at all. Fear not, because whatever SCB was doing, which I salute, I commend them so much. They've been very, very professional. That professionalism will continue. What we promise on top of that is more than banking. So, like I said, all the SCB customers who were at the banking hall yesterday, they were able to download the Access More app. And my message to all of you, you don't need to come to the banking hall to be set up. Just go to your Google, your Play Store or the App Store, look for Access More, all one word. You see the logo there. Download it. Once you download, select Gambia because it's for the whole Access Nation.
Okay.
Various countries are also using it. So select Gambia and go through the process. You enter your account number, set up your own password, your username, voila, you go. You have access to you see your bank balance. You can do your transaction, account to account, interbank transactions. Beautiful, beautiful experience.
How secure? I mean, are people, doing online banking with Access Bank?
Thank you very much.
Because if we can have the whole central bank, having issues of security, how secure is online banking with Access Bank?
Peter, I'm not sure central bank has issues with security.
Well, there was a time when well, I am telling you as a Gambian, there was a time when they were hacked.
That was years. Yeah. That was years ago. But globally, there is no 100% globally. I mean, the cyber security is of a major concern to everybody. But I can assure all our customers that we are secured. We are secured. We have gone through a lot of processes to make sure we are secure. The same app is used in Nigeria and across all our Access Nation, across all our 24 global market, the same app is used. So it's been tried and tested. We can assure you that there's no cause for alarm at all.
Good morning, Uncle Peter. My question is, I want to move my salary account to Access Bank. What is their loan interest? This is from Balobanna.
Mr. Barrow, so the loan interest, we operate within the regulatory framework. The MPC rate is 17%. We add about 3% margin max. So really, we are allowed to add 25% up to 22%. But we give concessions here and there. So let's talk to your account officer. I'm sure there will be an arrangement for you. Thank you.
Uncle Peter, please tell him that there is no bank in my region, CRR. Can Access Bank do something about it? If you need, you have to travel all the way to Basse. I see you gesticulating to Kati.
Yes, CRR is before Basse, Central River Region.
Okay, so now Basse is up and running. The plan is to reach out to all the regions. We're already working on a couple of them. We'll get back to you with the various, with a map of where we'll be next. So please, don't worry, we'll get closer. And the beautiful thing is that very soon we'll install an ATM at the Basse branch. There is none at the moment, but there's an arrangement. We've already placed an order for the machine. Soon as it arrives, we'll install it there. That is part of the new experience that we are promising.
Fantastic, fantastic. How much is the cost of the ATM? It's not indicated in the email I received. Who was sending emails out? You?
Not really. It was the customer experience team, but I think it's the same across. It's 3 per minute.
So, ATM, if you are banking with Access Bank, former Standard Chartered Bank, now Access Bank, if you are using Access Bank ATM, which is now how many?
No, 22.
About 22 ATMs across the nation, and more are going to be added. You will not be charged because you are using the Access card. Use your card on Access Bank ATM. You will not be charged.
Okay. A question on shareholders. Good morning, Uncle Peter. What agreement does SCB or do SCB shareholders have with Access Bank?
Thank you very much, my dear shareholder. The legal specialists are going through the various processes. Like I said, the first phase that was done on Friday was acquisition. The integration, merger or amalgamation processes are ongoing, but assurance I have for you is that all shareholders have been catered for. Central Bank is on top of it, making sure everybody is covered. Thank you.
Somebody texting in from the UK. Good morning, Uncle Peter and your guest. Can you ask him why Access Bank always debits people's account and claim it's account management? What's account maintenance? Sorry, account maintenance, not management. Account maintenance. What's account maintenance? Another thing is I can't access my online banking for nearly 1 year. I was told I needed to download new app, which is Access More, which I did. After doing that, I tried to log in, but they have to send me a PIN to enter, which is not possible for me to have the PIN because I live in England. When I came to Gambia in April, I went to the Brusubi office. I was told the system was down. for 2 weeks, which I couldn't understand. Can they send the PIN to people outside the Gambia through the email instead of a mobile number?
Thank you very much, dear customer. Let me say apology for the inconvenience experienced at the time. Part of the integration processes required an upgrade of the systems, but these are all sorted now. So we'll reach out to you. If you can get your contact, we'll reach out to you and make sure you are sorted. Thank you.
Clear this thing about maybe account maintenance, or is that, is that for Mustafa?
The account maintenance, thank you very much, dear customer. You know, but that is being revised now. Okay, we needed to, you know, every account in the system, because we need to pay the service providers. It's part of the service fee. Okay. But we'll get back to you shortly. We are doing some amendment. If the amount is too high, definitely it's receiving attention. So you get the necessary notice. Thank you.
Somebody saying, why renew cards without asking for permission and instead of emailing for pickup?
Up. Thank you very much. So we have sent messages to customers that the cars are ready. It is still up to the customer to say, I need a card or I don't want it. What we wanted to avoid was service disruption, where you need your card to continue your operations and you don't have access to it. So we have proactively made the cards available, but it is up to the customer to say, I still need a card or I don't want it. But I want to encourage everybody, pick your card, because now we live on cards. So all payments are card driven. Most payments are card driven. So we'll be happy if you can pick your card. And we are not charging you for the card. Actually, we are not charging you for it. So if it is the concern is about cost, don't worry. We have absorbed that cost.
Okay, fantastic. It's 10:15 in the Gambia, and we are talking to Mr. Stephen Aban, CEO of an expanded Access Bank that has also taken in Standard Chartered. What makes Access Bank stand out, not only in the Gambia, but in every country where you find the bank?
Thank you very much, Peter. Access Bank promises more than banking. Wherever we are, like I said, our focus is not only to make money. Our focus is to impact lives. So whatever we're doing that would make lives better, that would also impact the communities where we operate. That is what we promise. So Access Bank, yes, it's a bank, but we go beyond banking. Leveraging technology, leveraging payment solutions, leveraging channels and processes that will make life more convenient for customers. That is what we promise customers. And looking at our global expansion initiatives, customers are now having access to global markets. So as we speak, we are in Hong Kong, fully operational. We are in Malta, fully operational. We are in Paris, fully operational. We have the most profitable and largest African bank in the United Kingdom, London, fully functional. London office is driving our global expansion project. There are many other establishments that are going on globally. Apart from that, we have rep offices in Lebanon, in Dubai, Shanghai, many places that I cannot mention or offhand. So you belong to a family that is expanding drastically and aggressively, and that is offering you access to market, payment gateway opportunities for you to transact your business seamlessly.
You have made a strong statement with this acquisition of Standard Chartered. You know, that shows how ambitious Access Bank is. Where would you like to be, let's say in 5 years' time?
Number one.
What will it take to get to number one?
The people. Working with the people, making sure everybody is on board, continuously coming out with product and solutions, not from our own point of view, but from the customer's point of view. What do the customers want? That is what should drive the various products and solutions that we are coming up with. And working with our Gambian people to make sure we understand them and offer what they want.
All right. Let me bring in your lieutenants. Mustafa, what would you like to add to this conversation?
Thank you, Uncle Peter. I think for me the most important thing is the benefits that Standard Chartered customers are going to have now moving into Access Bank. I just want to allay their fears to say that the benefits are immense. One is the wide range of product accessibility that they will have now. The second is trade finance and obviously digital solution as well. So largely in Standard Chartered there had been a lot of digital footprint across the globe, but that didn't quite get to the Gambia. One of the things that I enjoyed the most when I walked into the office on Monday coming from Standard Chartered was to download the Access More. I think I actually did it at the CEO's office, and I was able to see my balance, and I saw all the different things that you can do on the app, which is excellent. And then going through the strategy, I mean, it aligns very well with being the #1 bank and the most respected bank in Africa. But their community engagement programs as well is a continuation and even more of what Standard Chartered was doing. As the CEO has mentioned, they're looking at health, they're looking at the environment, they're looking at green finances, education as well, financial literacy, and even supporting entrepreneurs as well. So those things are extremely important in terms of carrying the communities that we work with. So those things are excited for me. And also the fact that he has mentioned that all of us are safe. Nothing changes, which is extremely important. So I just want to assure everybody that we're at work, and this will be something better for the clients and obviously for employees as well.
The perception, Kati, is even though women may be, the most active, dynamic in the economy, very few women actually, bank. So having you here, what message might you have for women with a bit of money?
Thank you, Peter. Stephen has spoken about the instant business loan and the fact that we support women. We don't only support women in business. We have what we call the W initiative. We have a desk for that, women banking. Women banking is not only banking as in depositing and getting loans to manage your business, but there's a lot that desk offers to women, like in terms of health, in terms of fertility treatments, in terms of fibroids. We've sponsored women for fibroids treatment. We've advanced facilities to women for fertility treatments. And there's a lot more that the Women Initiative does for women. So in businesses as well, we have a lot of testimonies that Access Bank have supported. We have a lot of women that Access Bank have supported in the past to grow from nothing to where they are right now. So I encourage all Gambian women to come and bank with Access Bank, because we always have more to offer.
Access Bank is the bank for women.
It's the bank for women, and it's the bank for SMEs.
Okay, fantastic. I think, Mr. Aban, you'll have to talk to your IT guys. More complaints. Good morning, Uncle Peter. I'm a customer of Access Bank. We have been struggling with the Access More app to buy credit, transfer funds from one bank to another, etc. Can they help us with that, please?
Thank you so much, my dear customer.
Maybe it's the novelty of the app.
So I see where the issue is. We had an old app. An old app. So a lot of the customers are on the old app. I encourage you to download the Access More. The former one was Access Bank PLC. Please, that one, we are de-emphasizing it because we had some few technical challenges. Please download the Access More. And with the Access More, we are pretty safe. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we have about 9 minutes remaining. Mustafa, well, being one of the people who, are making the crossover, if you like, from Standard Chartered to Access Bank, what are the expectations of, staff like yourself?
Yeah, I think change is always uncomfortable.
We heard the questions of Madeline. I suppose you will know Madeline.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Change is obviously uncomfortable for most people, but it's the only constant thing in life. So this has happened, and I think we have to have a positive approach to it. There is a lot of opportunity. Access Bank's footprint is across 16 countries across Africa, and obviously even more within the globe, as Stephen has mentioned. So there is a lot of opportunity. For me, my approach is work hard. There could be opportunities for you to move along within the country and also outside of the country as well. The assurance is nobody would be worse off. And I think good. This is something that has been embedded since the talks have started, from Access Bank, from Standard Chartered, and from the regulators as well. So I think the assurance is there. So what's left is for us to move forward, ensure that customers are happy. We keep growing the customer base. It will be a stronger, more capitalized bank because of this merger. They've been catapulted to number 4 now. And there's a lot of solutions that are available for customers. And I think together with the manpower that is coming from Standard Chartered and what Access has already have, it will only be beneficial for the country and the economy at large.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Ban, as we now slowly begin to, wind up the conversation, wherever you find opportunities, probably you'll have to, go through a lot of challenges, to exploit, harness the potential of those opportunities. Right. There's talk of growth, so which means that there may be a lot more Gambians out there unbanked that you will be going after, if not to maybe poach from the other banks. But we also have these fintechs coming, offering, financial inclusion, solutions. Right. How do you intend to deal with the competition?
Thank you very much, Peter. Very, very great question. So for us, like I said, my colleagues, the banks are doing fantastically well, supporting the country. So we are all helping to build the economy. If I look at the fintechs, I don't see them as competition at all.
Oh, you don't?
They are partners, and we are doing very well with them. We are partnering with all the great fintechs in the country, because for us to achieve the financial inclusion objective, we cannot do it alone as banks. There are many places that the traditional banks cannot go, but the fintechs can reach. So the plan is to partner with them. And we are doing very well, like I said, with most of them. And we'll continue to do more, so we can bring financial services to every Gambian.
Okay. And does expansion also mean, more brick and mortar presence?
Definitely.
Building branches?
Definitely no. What is important is that people can have access to banking services. How they get it can be through your phone, okay, through ATM, there are various channels, POS, various channels that we can reach the customers. So we, Access Bank, are doing a combination of all, with the objective of making sure we get access to the customer. As we speak, we have more ATMs than branches. 22 ATMs, 11 branches, and we'll do more ATMs. So the channels will be more than the brick and mortar. Thank you.
So how much customer education, might be required if, taking the experience of farmers this year who, were being paid through an MTO system is concerned? We had a lot of complaints. It was meant to be more convenient, perhaps even, more profitable, in that you'll, elbow out the middleman. Some of these are charges that, you pay along the way. But it just didn't work out, for some farmers. So how much, customer education will have to be done for Peter Gomez with zero, digital, financial transaction knowledge, to be able to measure, pull up?
Thank you very much. I'm sure the banks that handle that process, or the fintech that handle that process, would have learned some lessons from there. So it can obviously be better. But like you said, we need to educate more. We need to let people understand what we are offering. And we need to create more of the solution from their point of view, not from our point of view. So as an industry, Bankers Association, all the banks will continue to engage our customers and understand their viewpoint before we come up with product and solution. So the challenges are there, yes, but obviously we are learning from it and we'll come out better. Thank
Mr.
you.
Stephen Apan of Access Bank has been our guest this morning on Coffee Time with Peter Gomez. In 2 minutes, what message, what reassurance do you have for the Gambian population?
Thank you very much, Peter. It's been a very, very insightful engagement, and I would like to say a big thank you to all Gambians, all our customers. A big thank you to the shareholders, Access Bank shareholders, SCB shareholders, and a very big thank you to all the employees, both Access Bank and SCB, now Access. We appreciate all the support. A big thank you also to the board of directors. A big thank you to the regulators. Access Bank has come to stay, and Access Bank is here forever. We are here for everybody. When you see anywhere Access, know that it's your bank. When you see anything going on, not going on well, please hit our contact center. Complain to us. Let us receive your feedback, and we definitely would act on it. So together, we can build this long-lasting institution that would impact every life in the country. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And yeah, that's all you needed to know this morning about the acquisition of Standard Chartered, the Gambia, by Access Bank, or just Access.
Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Axel jam si Wave.
Yo, apply. Yo, luta do de. Luta mo nulo jël moto nga andil ma xaalis. Hello? Ano lay waxal?
Bisul mu fine.
What?
Bisul mu fine. Wave Axina Gambia. Deposit and withdraw money, pay bills, and buy mobile credit without fees. Transfer money wherever in the country for only 1% fee. At Wave, Bisul mu fine. Wave, your money is yours.